Hello friends, welcome back to Amanda's Bookish Adventures. It is my July TBR. Fair warning, I am sick. I got a summer cold. So I'm going to show you two books that I'm not reading the description for because they are in the book haul. But I have a Slasher Summer by E.L. Chen. I have Vacation Ship, All My Fredo, and yes, I have holes in my mouth. I am sick, like I said. So I definitely want to read those. I'm also thinking of doing a short vlog with these two books. They're about the same size. Travel. So I have Love and Ruins by Audrey. I can't say her last name. She has other summer romance books. So if I enjoy this, I'll see if Libby has her other ones and maybe I'll include that because some of them is definitely ones like I Love You S'more and I Think I Love You. And they're both kind of beachy, summery. Two girls, one chance at romance under the Mediterranean sun. When Natalie Campbell sets out on a class trip to Greece, she knows checking off a bucket list with her best friend Liam is the perfect way, or rather, not to deal with her new OCD diagnosis. She's doing a beautiful job of ignoring. But when she grows closer with their Greek instructor's daughter, Melanie, Natalie's summer's plans may be ruined in the best possible way. Natalie soon finds herself sneaking on boat rides to hidden beaches, taking secret midnight hikes to ancient ruins, and jetting off to nearby islands with Melanie as her guide. Falling for Melanie will be smooth sailing. Only Natalie can't help and overthink that love is equally thrilling and terrifying at the same time. Can she learn? Sometimes the biggest adventure comes with following your heart. I'm so excited. I try to get beachy. I have a lot of beachy books on my Kindle, but I also got like fantasy watery books. That's funny. There's notice. Oh, the description's right here. Forced by the gods to be wed, forced by their secrets to be enemies. Queen Colaris, ruler of Kronos Isles, kneels to no one, but when her kingdom is besieged by a terrible hurricane, killing her husband and destroying half her nation, she's forced to make a deal with the gods for salvation. But the wicked gods have a sense of justice, and they demand payment for their help. Coralius must give up her titles and marry the first man to set foot on her pier, a poor, wounded fisherman with brooded shoulders and dark power in his eyes. Chloris keeps her promise and sets out with him in a dinghy, with only the hope of revenge against the gods to keep her from despair. But her new husband has his own secrets, a link to the gods that may make him her enemy or her ally in a mysterious list of impossible feats, waiting to be crossed off. However, learning to trust each other will be their first greatest challenge, because only together can they stop the enemies gathering at their kingdom's shores. So it's a first book in a fantasy series, and it has came out this year. I think it's a slow burn, which I really want a slow burn, but it just sounds so good. All right, and then I have a lot of manga. So I have, which is a spoiler for a book haul, I don't care. I have the 10th volume of The Remarried Empress, so I know I'm going to get this very soon. I have a novella that's signed, that's small, that I think I just want to throw in here just to get it read. The Way He Said Wife sent a hot electric thrill racing down my spine. He said it like it was a personal fantasy of his, the filthiest pleasure he could imagine. I was 17 when I met the devil. I was 18 when I was told I had to marry him. Now I'm 22, and it's time to pay the devil his due. This might be in the book haul. It might be from last month's book haul. I think this is from this current June's book also. If I get to it this month, I will read it in the vlog. This is from last year. We have Spell Ships by H. Lee Dickinson. A war-scarred mage, a sentient ship, a secret that can drown empires. When Ensign Blue Mage Honor Wren is rescued from the wreckage of her first naval post, she expects the death or disgrace. Instead, she wakes up aboard the Touchstone, a mythic vessel whispered of in the docks, side ballards, and in royal war rooms alike, with a crew of misfits, a mysterious elven captain, and a mission tied to the Dreadwall, the crumbling barrier that has kept the Overlord and the Netherseer from open war for 100 years. But the tragedy that sank her last ship didn't take their lives. It left something behind. Now Wren carries a secret everyone wants, a magic that's Cymeric, arcane, and slowly killing her. But the captain's mission may be the only chance to survive, even if he doesn't trust her. Caught between pirateers, princes, and spies, Wren knows each choice could sink her future or set the sea on fire. I got this last year, and so it was an Instagram ad, but it was like, will you buy my book off of just seeing the the art? I'm sorry, I'm sick in my brain, but it was the art of the characters, and yes, I did buy the book off of that. As the young daughter of the Siren Queen, Celeste's life is tightly controlled, desperate to prove her worth and escape her destiny. Trapped in the palace as her royal figurehead, she intends to join the chorus, an elite group of Siren warriors. With the final test on the horizon, Celeste feels the pressure to gain control over her temporal song and a magical gift by the goddess herself. But when Celeste encounters a seemingly harmless ship in Staria's waters, helmed by the intriguing Prince Raiden Sharp, her path veers towards forbidden waters. Believing the handsome sailor to be innocent of any wrongdoings, Celeste defies siren law to save Raiden's life, despite knowing he is the son of a king who has murdered many of her kindred. The penalty of Celeste's betrayal should be death, but the queen offers her an alternate, right her wrong by assassinating the prince. Determined to first discover the truth behind the prince's clandestine mission, Celeste agrees to become a human. But the human world is nothing like she expected, nor is the prince the charming nobleman she assumed him to be. Disguised among Raiden's ragtag crew, she searches for the truth, but as Celeste finds her place aboard the ship, friendships, attractions begin to grow. Will Celeste be able to do what must be done? Or will her choices unravel a kingdom, devastating sirens and humans alike? And I have A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross, and it's an Elements of Candace novel, so I'm hoping I could pre-order the second one because it's been a year. It starts with a letter and an ominous journey across dark waters. 10 years after being sent away to the mainland to become a bard, Jack Tamerlan is summoned to Cadence. Girls are missing from the island. Adrena, his childhood nemesis, and the future leader of the clan believes Jack is the only one who can find them. The elemental spirits that dwell in each breath, air, splash of water, a blade of glass, a flicker of fire, find mirth in the lives of humans, and a bard's music is the only way to summon them, and ask the girls to be returned. Yet as Jack and Adrena get closer to solving the mystery, it became apparent that an older, darker secret about Candace lurks beneath the surface. A harp song may not be strong enough to stop it. With an unforgettable character, thrilling, and a lush folklore-infused world, A River Enchanted, a stirring story of duty, love, and harmony between opposing forces. The first book of the elements of Candace's duology marks Rebecca Ross's brilliant entry into adult fantasy stage. So I'm definitely going to see when I get done with this video if, by any chance, I can pre-order the second one. Now, I was very gifted these. These are not in the haul. They're only going to be on my TBRs. So I was gifted 8 volumes from a friend at work who was getting rid of them. So we have The Beast of Abigail, Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. A wolf by any other name. Nina feels like she's entered a fairy tale after moving to the beautiful country of Rubia, but the charm wears off quickly when she gets bitten by a wolf like Luga and becomes one herself. She's soon dragged off to the prettier academy known as Abigail, where young Luga learn how to serve humans. Her strong-willed attitude, her soon wreaks havoc on the Academy's Alpha Omega hierarchy, winning her a few friends, plenty of enemies, and maybe a lover or two. Will Nina make it home, or will she remain a Luga forever? So that's some of just manga I want to read. That's all I own. So if there's more in the series and I enjoy it, I'll buy some more. I'm really excited, Love Overboard by Candy Steiner, and it's based kind of one of my favorite reality series, Below Deck, on Bravo. Ember Reed it's kind of inspired. There's another Below Deck one I have on my Kindle. Ember Reed is finally living her dream. Chief Stew on a Mediterranean super yacht, sun-kissed days at sea, and the stars of Close Quarters, the hottest new reality TV show. But just as she finds her stride, the producers throw her a curveball by hiring the one man who nearly sank her. Finn Person was the one that got away, the boy who kissed her like they had forever, then left without a word. But now he's the chef in her new crew. When the cameras are watching their every move, innocent or not. Even on a super yacht, there's nowhere to hide from the past. Every stolen glances, every whispered argument, every lingering memory threatens to ignite, fully burned out. And as tension spills into their jobs, even the dinner service is spiraling into a disaster. They crashed before, but 8 weeks at sea will be their second chance to get it right, or will it be the storm that finally sinks them for good? So I'm very happy to read that. Then I am planning to read volume 7, 1 through 7 of The Perks of Being an S-Class Heroine. And this one I think is really going to be fun. So I'm intrigued to read it. Tutorials start. From cooking to alchemy or brewing tea, Annette Rodeline is a certified child prodigy thanks to her secret weapon. She's a trans migrator, having purchased an insurance package at the moment of her untimely end. Annette has sparked perks of top-tier support system and item shop to fall back on. And the world's notorious brutal time loop novel, she's going to need all the help she can get because with the hero slated for an early death, Annette must have to become an S-Class heroine herself. So volume 1, these are all really pretty. IZ Press is doing like amazing with these. Majority of these that I own is from IZ Press. And I know it's her growing up as well, so I enjoy that. So that is it for this TBR. Plus the books I did not finish on last month's TBR. We'll see how much I get done. Let me count how many it is. 22 books. I don't know why I always put like 20-ish books and I never get them done. I'm hoping to at least get all these done. If not, I'll be happy if I get a small stack of books of this and the manga. But overall, I'm happy with all these books. If you read any of these, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. And have a good July. And hopefully you have a good 4th. And I'll see you in whatever comes next. Bye for now.